Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we will be taking a look at the Alvis Stormer 30. Now for those of you that are short on time, here are my quick thoughts on the Stormer. The Stormer is what you get when two average parents produce an exceptionally bright and athletic child. The Bradley and the BMP3 had a baby and that baby is going to go on to, University at Oxford, that sort of thing. The Stormer is good, but it is not overpowered, and I would personally, I would like to dub it the Wiesel Killer, because, well, as you'll see at the end of this game, you'll know exactly why I say that. The base package in the store will set you back 13,000 gold, and that is roughly £42, and I would say that is the only downside to this vehicle. It is not cheap, so if you have the cash to spend and you enjoy light tanks, then I would recommend it. But if light tanks aren't your thing, or you don't have the gold, or you can't afford the gold, then, maybe skip this one. The BMP3 and the Bradley are still great fun to play, so you can still get the Stormer experience from those two tanks. Not the same, obviously, but you can get that experience from those two tanks, and they're free. Right then, let's take a look at the Stormer in a little more detail. Stats wise, it is essentially a mashup of the Bradley's weapon systems and the BMP3's manoeuvrability. Without crew or equipment, the Stormer has 223mm of pen and 40 average alpha on its standard 30mm rounds. The Bradley has 220mm and 30 alpha respectively. The Stormer's standard ATGMs have 800mm of pen. The premium ATGMs have 1000mm of pen, both of which will do an average alpha of 1300, which is identical to the Bradley. The Stormer has 3000 hit points, which is the same as the BMP3, and the Bradley has 3200 hit points. The Stormer has an unboosted top speed of 80 km an hour, the BMP3 has 82 km an hour. The only catch here being that the Stormer can do 80 km an hour in reverse, so it's taken after the MBT-70 in that regard. The Stormer has a view range of 550 meters and its concealment is 313 meters. The BMP-3 comes in with an identical view range but a much better concealment value of 299 meters. So there we go. The Stormer is quite a fine vehicle in my opinion. It takes the best of the Bradley and the BMP3 and puts them into one package. What I really love about the Stormer is that it doesn't feel overpowered. Its ATGMs aren't pay to win, it has an excellent boosted top speed of 92 km an hour, it has great alpha on its ATGMs, but its concealment means that it can't appear, it just can't appear behind you without warning and just, blast you in the back end and do 1300, 1400 like another tank that shall remain nameless. You all know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I mean, the Stormer feels like a normal premium. And yes, I am picking on a fellow clan member here. Is it here? It's here. There we go. Yeah, the white. Sorry about that. The Stormer to me feels like a normal premium, and Wargaming is proving that it can get its head out of the clouds and come back down to earth, because we've had the peace cells and now we have the Stormer. It is a solid premium that doesn't have a ridiculous factor, and it is the perfect adversary for the Wiesel, but it does it in a way that isn't absurd, and that is why I really like it. It is the Wiesel Killer, as you're about to see right here. Alright, let's take a look at the soft stats before we sign off for this one. The Stormer has a 55% silver boost, 15% tank XP boost, 4% free XP boost, and finally a 15% crew XP boost. Nothing there that really stands out, but in the two games I've had, the two good games I've had so far, I've earned just under 1 million silver. Before this video, I've played 4 battles in this tank. Obviously one of them you're seeing here, and 2 of them have been absolutely outstanding. Just under 1 million silver in those 2 games. So, you know, the 55% silver boost really isn't too bad. The only thing holding the Stormer back is its price. That 13,000 gold price tag isn't pocket change. You really need to think about whether or not you want this one. And as I said earlier, if lights are your thing, and you have the gold saved, or you can afford the gold, then go for it. If you're unsure about any of the conditions I've just mentioned, then this one may not be for you. So think carefully before you get this one. Okay folks, that is about all I have for this one, as we attempt to take out the final Wiesel on their team. Yeah, he's come on, come on, come on, come on. Working the gun, there we go, and he's gone. Alright, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, if not a dislike, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.